Thanks to Keeper for sponsoring this video.
This is $50,000 worth of phones. This is like a giant battery bank for your house. And this is the coolest thing ever. Oh, it's not out yet? Our all-new YouTube studio is absolutely incredible and just like filled to the brim with really amazing tech, including lots and lots of really cool phones. But that's sort of what we do. We review the latest and greatest cutting edge tech, but that doesn't mean that's always what we use, because in my case, here at home,
No cable management in sight. This is real life, baby.
and don't look in here, it's bad.
This is not gonna be a video full of pretty setups and perfectly cable managed accessories. This is real life. I wanna give you a raw and unfiltered look at the actual tech products I use every single day. They're not the stuff you'd probably think of, they're not the newest or shiniest things, but they work. And I love them and I use them every single day. And in this video, I wanna show you the stuff that, well, I actually use that I think you're gonna love. And best of all is that when this video goes live, I think almost everything, if not every single thing in this video, is on sale for Black Friday, Cyber Monday, or some sort of holiday discount. So let me show you the tech I actually use every day and welcome you to a side of this channel that you've never seen before. So I'll be honest, when I first had the idea for this video a couple of weeks ago, I actually edited this day in the life video that sort of gave you a behind the scenes look at the stuff I used, and I did this little narration, and to tell you the truth, I'm not gonna release it because it was super cringe, and it was boring, and it was weird. And I have a lot of respect for the YouTubers who can pull it off, because I love watching those types of videos, but I just can't do it. So instead of me walking you through my life, let me just kind of show you the stuff that I actually use, starting first with sort of my desk setup. It's nothing special. It's sort of the tech YouTube IKEA special. And then what makes this all a standing desk are some legs I ripped from a different setup that are made from Autonomous. I've got the controller, I've got the legs, and actually this thing is pretty stable even when it's at full height. So I like having the ability to sort of sit and stand with this setup. Now, while the tech on the desk is fine, what I'm more excited about is the non-tech parts here. And these are some products that bring some order to an otherwise very chaotic setup. Particularly here, I'm using the Gather collection from the fine folks over at Ugmonk. And you've probably heard of Ugmonk before. They make the analog series. It's a great way to sort of get things done, to write things out, put pen to paper, and really see your tasks for the day and not let it get lost in one of the many digital to-do list apps. I know I'm guilty of that, and I really liked analog. But beyond that, I love their Gather collection of some really nice, high quality, very, very premium desk accessories here that are the best quality and best designed you're going to find on the market. I've tested a bunch, some good, some bad. These are far and away absolutely the best in terms of design, quality, and everything in between. At the heart of my desk, I've got this large monitor stand from the Gather collection in this beautiful sort of black steel and wood finish that I absolutely love. It's super sleek. Below my monitors is this modular tray also from the Gather collection that is fantastic. I've got sort of this phone stand on the left, which is also a great place for sort of some knickknacks. I've got my pen collection here, which is a really nice pen from Ugmonk, and then my Apple Pencil in the middle. And then on the right is a little container here, sort of a catch-all, great for Post-it notes. And if you're like me, this is where all your SD cards are gonna end up. I've also got a headphone stand here from the Gather collection. I've got a MagSafe charger for my phone. It's this quality design, this craftsmanship, and functionality here that really all come together for me that make me really love this stuff. Ugmonk is great for many reasons. They've got a lot of great products and accessories on their website. They've got some great Black Friday deals, by the way, so check those out down below. I think it's their biggest sale of the year. All right, so you know about the monitors, you know about all the tech, the Gather collection, stuff like that. Nothing else on here is particularly interesting. I've got a Stream Deck Plus, I believe this is the model of this one, that I have different things mapped to. In my case here, I really use it for Final Cut. So I've got all these sort of custom commands that I use to speed up my Final Cut Pro workflow, and I like having the knobs that can adjust clip volume and media volume and music and stuff, which is sort of nice. So that usually lives over there. I've got some iLoud studio monitor speakers. Not exactly sure of the name of these, but I'll leave them linked down below. Those go into a DAC and headphone amp. I think the DAC is sitting behind this headphone amp. And this is from a company called Shit Audio. This is a Shit Magnus. That is SCHIT, by the way. Real company, fun name, but they do make some really great audio products and accessories. I'm not the biggest audiophile, but these sound really good. I've got a CalDigit TS4 Thunderbolt dock that powers everything on the desk.
The mouse is your basic Logitech MX Master 3. You've probably seen it 5 million times. Some cheap wrist rest on Amazon. But the keyboard, this is something a bit more special that does deserve just a moment of time in the spotlight.
Okay, now I've covered some pretty good products and deals in this video so far, but this next one is a must-have for everyone watching this video. I don't care if you're Team Apple, Team Android, you've got a PC. This is something you all need to have and a really great deal to go with it, and that is an excellent password manager. It's one that's gonna keep all your passwords safe and secure in a very high secure lockdown vault. It's gonna make them available on all your different devices, and you only need to remember one strong password to unlock your vault. That, of course, is all made possible by this video's sponsor, Keeper Security, and their amazing password manager. What I also really appreciate here is that this vault is good for more than just storing passwords, like copy your driver's license, maybe insurance info, social security number, credit cards, all that stuff, even just important documents. You can also store that in the Keeper vault as well. And I love having that peace of mind to know that I've got these safe and secure, but also accessible on any of my devices when I need them if something was to come up, which actually happens a lot more often than you'd think. Of course, Keeper's got apps on all major platforms to make sure your passwords are always available for you. And I also love that, again, with Keeper, you've got to remember one strong master password. You don't have to remember 50 billion passwords, just remember one good one, and Keeper is gonna handle the rest. If you wanna learn more and check it out for yourself today, hit the link down below, and also use the code AppleCircle40 to get 40% off your Keeper plan. They've got personal plans, they've got family plans, so you can get the whole family secure. Again, I highly recommend this. I believe in it so much. So again, a link is gonna be down below to check it out. And again, use that code AppleCircle40 to get 40% off your plan. It's a must-have. Thank you so much to Keeper for keeping my online accounts safe and secure. Now, I'll be honest, I've tried many different mechanical keyboards in the past, and I've never really been a fan long term, but this Q5 Pro from Keychron is a different beast entirely. You're gonna have to pry this thing out of my cold, dead hands because I'm not giving it up. I have been using this for the last couple of months, and I really love it. Not only for maybe the Severance color theme on here that some of you might get if you've seen Severance, but the build quality is fantastic. It's a comfortable typing experience here that I haven't had with any other mechanical keyboard. Usually my fingers get fatigued, but not in this case. It's got the satisfying click there as well, and has just been an absolute dream to type on for hours and hours every single day. I really love this Q5 Pro from Keychron. Like I said, I'm gonna be real here and unfiltered. This is all junk. This is how the office usually looks. I've got a coffee cup, I've got gum, I've got random boxes of accessories that need to be cleaned up. That's just sort of how it is in here. Though I will show you this, which I don't think you've seen before. Basically, the other angle of this shot is coming from this corner of my office. And again, ignore my DIY sound paneling from someone who doesn't know how to do audio treatment. This is sort of the best I got from stuff I bought on Amazon, but this is sort of the corner. I've got an aperture light here I use to illuminate myself while I talk. I've got a couple of other lights I use back there. That's some sort of, I don't even know the brand of that light. I've got a light there, sort of nice practical light. I've got a Govee RGB light strip here. I've got some cool, these are from Nanoleaf, shown these off before, that's really cool. But the setup here to record is not super complicated. It's a Canon R6 back there with some sort of Sigma lens on there doing all the filming. I've got an iPad teleprompter setup that I sometimes use. I've got a Ninja for recording from Atmos, records in ProRes to a SSD. I've got a mess of cables back there that I should probably clean up at some point. And that's the recording setup. And then the audio is gonna be a Shure SM7B, sort of the tried and true. This thing's been around forever. This is on an Elgato sort of low profile mic arm. I think it's the Wave or the Wave LP. Really love this, really nicely well made. And I think it's pretty inexpensive as well. Sort of clamps on the desk. And then the audio itself is being done from this board here, which is a Rodecaster Duo. It's sort of their smaller version of their popular Rodecaster Pro. It does audio processing in real time, gain, compression, stuff like that. And yes, I know the little screen protectors on the side. You know what, let's just do this live. Let's do it live. There we go. Just for you guys. Took off the protective film that was on there for the last couple of months. So that is that. And then I think over here, again, more junk, but I get a lot of questions on this right here. And this I should take a moment to show off as well because this is something special. So this is a tidbit, and it's one of the products I get asked about more than anything else I've got in my office, especially while I'm on video calls. If I'm on a Zoom or Google Meet call, I've got this thing on my shelf in the background, and I always get asked about it. I always get compliments on it. And funny enough, it's one of those products that I saw in an Instagram ad, and you always wonder if it really could live up to the hype, or is it as good as the ads portray? But I've got to tell you, I've been having this one in the background of my shots for the last couple of months while I film here at home. I've been using it for the last several months, and I can confirm it lives up to the hype, and it is really, really cool. Basically, it's like this wooden, retro sort of looking display that has built-in smarts that allow you to get real-time info displayed on this sort of retro-looking display. It has a companion app that you can use to sort of sync different data. So you could have your calendar information synced on here. You could have messages. You could have live data like stocks, weather, so many cool things, even just some like fun animations if you wanted something a little bit more lively and fun to have on your desk. And again, it's a crowd pleaser. People really love that thing, and I love it too. It's cool back there. And then what is probably one of my all-time favorite parts of my office are these blinds for one little tricky reason, and that's that they're actually HomeKit blinds. I can come in here on my phone, I can go to my Eve Motion blinds, and just like this, I can adjust the blinds. Okay, now this is next level. One of my favorite accessories in my office, also works on HomeKit, which I love. This is made by Eve, and these are the Eve smart blinds. Now, the name Eve might sound familiar to many of you out there because they make a lot of great accessories, including they really sort of dominate the HomeKit scene with like the best HomeKit products you can buy. They make sensors, they make different accessories. In fact, the light back there you see on my shelf, that blue orb, that's also made by Eve. It's battery powered, and I can actually change the color from my phone right inside of HomeKit. I love that. But these blinds back here are simply next level. Just the fact that I can jump onto my phone, press a button, and have my blinds automatically open or close is really, really cool. And they're pretty fast too. Basically, Eve has partnered with many different blind manufacturers around the world, so you can actually custom order blinds for your specific window or space with custom finishes, colors, all that stuff. And then they're gonna have the Eve smarts built in. So they've got a motor to go up and down, and then also the HomeKit smarts and Eve smarts built in, so you can pair it with your Eve app, or as you probably would watch in this video, you're an Apple fan, you're gonna pair it to your smart home with HomeKit, and then be able to use Siri to control your blinds, use HomeKit automations to control your blinds. It is really, really cool. The quality of these blinds are really well done. It's been wonderful for controlling the light and the glare as I work. Blinds are just top notch in terms of quality. And thanks to the smarts with Eve, being able to control this from my phone and sort of sync it up with automations and all this stuff has been incredible. Love all that Eve has to offer. Again, they've also got some big Black Friday deals and sales going on right now. They make a lot of cool stuff for HomeKit, including, like I said, the orb back there. I can change the color. That's super cool. And these smart blinds, 2 thumbs up. I love them. Best addition of the office I've made in basically the last year. Now, once or twice or 3 times a day, I'll walk out of my office downstairs to make a cup of coffee. And to tell you the truth, I have been sucked down the rabbit hole as of late with espresso machines and grinders and beans and all that stuff. My producer here, Ralph, for the Apple Circle, is a very bad influence. So Ralph, but it's a lot of fun, and as much as I love making cool coffee and having these setups, there's a couple of big problems. One is that this takes a long time, this gear can get really expensive, and also there's the family factor. My wife, for example, she wants a good cup of coffee that's better than a Keurig, but she doesn't want to go through measuring the beans. She doesn't want to look at the water temperature and having to get everything just right. She just wants to press one button and get a good cup of coffee, and that is where the holy grail of super automatic espresso machines comes in, and that is this. It's the TK01 from Terra Cafe that has totally transformed coffee making in this house, and has made my wife very, very happy with me because I got to get this machine thanks to folks at Terra Cafe and bring it into my home. So thank you, Terra Cafe, for making it very easy to make a good cup of coffee and also making me look like a good husband. Now, honestly, there is so much I can tell you about the TK01, but let me just say this. If you're looking for a really, really simple way to make an Americano, a latte, a cappuccino, and so much more, this is the end game here. This is what you're looking for. It falls into the category, again, of a super automatic machine. So you just pour the beans in the top, you press the button of what you want, and the machine is gonna do all the hard work for you. No having to weigh things down, no having to measure this or check the water temperature on that. It's gonna do it all for you and give you a really great espresso or coffee drink that you're going to absolutely love. in basically no time. It's really, really simple. What I also really love about the TKO1 here is that it's made to be an accessory you want to actually have seen in your kitchen. There are many espresso machines that look like big utility boxes that you want to hide sort of back and far away from where your guests are. This thing is really nice on a countertop. It looks really nice. It's welcoming. It's inviting. Really sleek design. Does not take up too much space. And again, with a couple of simple taps, like 1 or 2 taps on the screen, you're going to make a cup of coffee for yourself. It'll knock your socks off. Really, really good. And again, it does all the hard work for you. The TKO1 also has an easy way to make milk-based drinks as well. So if you want to make a latte, you're going to make a cappuccino, you can do that here. Again, they've also got some great Black Friday deals going on as well. I believe it's $200 off a TKO1. They've got the TKO2 coming soon, but you can get a good deal on a TKO1 that I love. If you want to check that out, of course, link down below. Again, thank you, Terra Cafe, for sending this out to me and making me look like a good husband because my wife loves this thing. While we're down here in the kitchen, another piece of tech that I love and use every single day is the Sonos Era 300. And you guys probably know that I'm an Apple fan. I've got all the Apple stuff. I love Apple, but also I'm a bit of a Sonos fanboy as well because I think they make some really great audio products that are super tech focused. They've got a great ecosystem of devices, really easy to use and just sound amazing. I've got the Arc soundbar, I've got a subwoofer, I've got the IKEA lamps that you can sort of pair as surround sounds. I love all my Sonos stuff in the living room. But in the kitchen, I've got the Era 300 that is a just phenomenal speaker experience. You've got a great design here available in both white or black color offerings. It's spatial audio and Dolby Atmos compatible here, so you can get a really, truly immersive audio experience here, especially with Apple Music that's gonna support both. It's gonna sound really incredible. And just a sort of knock your socks off audio experience here with whatever you're listening to. Podcast is going to be great. Obviously, it's great for listening to music. You could pair this with your other Sonos stuff if you wanted to bring this into the living room and help it be a sort of a rear channel speaker. If you want to do 2 of these things, it is just a very phenomenal speaker. And even in my case, in my house here, where my 2-year-old sort of rules what we listen to, and it's mostly the Frozen soundtrack from Disney over and over again, I'm not complaining because it sounds so good on this Sonos speaker. I really love it. I love the design. I love the audio quality here. It's fantastic. And I've also got a Sonos Roam as well. This is sort of a Bluetooth portable speaker you can take out with you on the go. It also sort of lives in the Sonos ecosystem, so you can AirPlay to it and stuff like that. But even just as a Bluetooth speaker, it's really great. I take it with my daughter as we do our walks throughout the day. I can pop it into the cup holder of the stroller and it fits perfectly. Great audio fidelity here, great sound for this tiny speaker. And as you can see, if you've got a child that likes to chuck things randomly, it's gonna survive 2, 3, or many, many drops. Even with a couple of dents and scratches, it's still gonna keep on chugging and sounding great. I have been a big fan of Sonos. I love their lineup of audio accessories. Era 300 is phenomenal. Sonos Roam is great. Basically, all the Sonos stuff is really cool, and I'm a fan, or I'm a stan. I'm a Sonos stan. Is that what people are saying now? And while we're down here, before we go back upstairs, one more product that has been a game changer in my house has been this little gray box right here on my front door. This is the SwitchBot lock, and it's basically the easiest way to turn a dumb lock into a smart lock because you don't have to take off the bolt or get new keys or anything. This basically just like sort of goes on top of your existing door hardware and is going to physically turn the deadbolt for you from a locked or unlocked state, which means it's super easy to install. It's very renter friendly. The keys are going to be the same. You're not going to have to do anything to the door. There's of course a smart app, so you can sort of unlock or lock the lock whenever you need to from wherever you are. And also there's some other accessories you can get as well. Like if you wanted a keypad to sort of let certain people in at certain periods of time, you can do that as well. It's a very robust solution. Before we head upstairs, one more product in the kitchen that I really love is something that combines 2 of my favorite things, technology and good food, and that's this. It's the Brava Smart Oven that is probably the most versatile technology / cooking appliance that I own. Basically think of this thing like a microwave, an oven, air fryer, toaster, slow cooker, dehydrator, and more, all rolled into one super sleek countertop device that is packed with tech inside to make cooking super simple, super easy, and give you some just delicious looking and tasting food. This thing is going to easily let you cook a wide variety of different meals, and because it has so many different functions built in, there's a lot of different ways it can cook it as well. There's different accessories you can get, different baking appliances if you wanted to go that route, temperature sensors here, but it has just been phenomenal in my house, especially for us as we're doing stuff throughout the day. Really easy for quick breakfast, lunches, and dinner. Just sort of pop it into the Brava. We can use sort of the smart app to sort of guide us through recipes if we wanted to. If you like to cook a lot of different meals in a lot of different ways, you just sort of want one device to sort of invest invest in that'll do it all for you. Brava Smart Oven is incredible. Again, they've also got some good Black Friday deals going on, like all the stuff in this video, but I have been a really big fan of this. Has made some quick meals, very, very simple. Love the recipes they've got in the app. Love all the tech built in and all the sensors, and you can sort of track everything, and love the way it looks. Really nice design here. It's not gonna look ugly on your kitchen countertop. So I've been a fan, and of course, I'll have a link to it down below. So as always, I wanna thank you guys so much for watching. Thank you for the support again. Everything I'm gonna talk about in this video will be linked down below. Bit of a different video, but hopefully you found it useful. Hopefully there was some product that you enjoyed. And again, if you click those links down below and check them out, and if you purchase through those links, it's gonna help out support the channel, which we really appreciate. So thank you so much. As always, I appreciate you guys watching. I'm Robert Rosenfeld from the Apple Circle, bit of a different one today. And I'll see you all in the next one.